When I was starting out, I was always looking out for like nice backgrounds. Is this composition good? But after a while, I realized that. Hi everyone, my name is Charmaine, and on this channel I talk about photography. So without further ado, let's get to the tips. So the number one tip that I have is something that will immediately make your photos better. Make sure your verticals and horizontals are straight. This is very obvious when you're shooting like in an urban environment where you can see buildings behind, or like maybe you're shooting outdoors in a field and then you have like the horizon. By keeping your verticals and horizontals straight, your photos will already look so much better. But sometimes it's hard to do it in camera because like, you know, our buildings are tall, right? You have tall buildings, and then if you want to photograph in a way that captures like the whole building, you will definitely have to tilt your camera up. So your vertical will definitely not be straight. In fact, it will look like it's like converging to the top. So one way you can do it, and one way I do it, is that I usually shoot it wider so that I have space to fix the verticals in post. And the reason for shooting wider is because when you straighten your verticals in post, some parts of your photos will be cropped out. If you have decided to do it in post, just make sure when you're shooting, go for a wider angle. Most of the time when we're just shooting and we're not so concerned about the verticals, right? They're like maybe like that. And the horizontals are maybe like that. It's just slight. But then slight makes it look like an error. If you're going for the look, make the tilt obvious so that people know that it's actually intentional and you're going for that creative Dutch tilt or something like that. Number 2, always look for good light first. I know it seems obvious because photography is all about capturing light, but actually, as a self-taught photographer, when I was starting out, light was the hardest thing to learn and to actually see. Like, how do you even see light, right? So I was always looking out for like nice backgrounds, or like, is this composition good? So I was like obsessed with like the rule of thirds, that being the basic photography rule, right? But after a while, I realized that actually, if you just chase the light, right, and your composition is not quite there, the background is not quite there, if you just chase the light, your photos will actually turn out quite nicely. So the next time you're going out to take photos, you walk in the park and stuff like that, train your eye to look out for a light and chase the light. It will help you a lot in your photography. Number 3, white space. White space is actually that emptiness around your subject. And the irony is that white space is like nothing, it's like nothingness, right? It will actually draw more attention to your subject when you have white space around it. And there we go. You have 3 tips that you can start using right away. So thanks for watching and see you in the next one.